Hello, welcome to Coaching Think Talk. Good afternoon to everyone. Happy Tuesday afternoon. I am Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Leap Transformation. This coaching conversation is for people who are looking for that missing puzzle piece. And because of that, they are not able to do and maximize the things that they have because they think and they believe and they feel that there is still something lacking in what they have now. So, my mission is to help these people find that space where they can find their peace, where they are loved, appreciated, and accepted so that they can actually easily find that missing puzzle piece so that they can leap, they can be confident to leap for transformation. So thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. Maybe someone out there needs that message, someone whom you actually never connected, especially in this time of pandemic. So if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment #replay. I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. If you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So hello everyone. Thank you so much for being here. And our topic for today is identity versus essence. So it's a coaching conversation for leap transformation. It's actually, if you are a follower of Master Coach A, then you have seen this post like, what's the difference between the word identity and the meaning of the word identity and the meaning of the word essence. So if I ask you today in a short phrase or in a sentence, what is identity? And then the next is, what is essence? So without you looking at the dictionary, if you are asked, so what is your identity? What is your essence? So while you think about the answers and typing them down in the comments down below, let me first introduce myself. So see which is my identity and which is my essence, if you can find it. So my name is Coach Cherry Minas, and I'm a certified life coach with Life Coach Philippines. I graduated at St. Louis University in Baguio City with a degree of chemical engineering. I also passed the board exam. Yeah. And I worked as a technical engineer for 1 year for an oil industry. So my job mainly is to do trainings. So yeah, I thought I would be in the laboratory and in the production, but I was actually thrown, or I was actually assigned to do training. That is the reason why I was able to travel around the Philippines. I traveled a lot. I went to Apari in Cagayan. So a lot of road trips during that time. So I was about like 13 months in that company. And then I applied, or I shifted to sales. So for 8 years now, I'm still with this company. I am working as a technical sales executive for a local distributor of laboratory equipment. So it's mostly for industrial use. So if you have a QA, QC in the laboratory, then you will be needing what I am selling. So hello to my friends and hello to my clients who are also my friends. And this is fun. Something fun about me. I love to travel. So I've been to 10 countries already. And some are because of trainings, and some are because I just want to go. And I counted it last time. I think it's 68 provinces in the Philippines. There are 81 provinces in the Philippines, and some of us, hello, BJ. So these people actually went to all the 81 provinces of the Philippines. So is that your goal? So good luck and share your pictures so that we'll see the beauty of the Philippines. So I've been to 68 of them. So I've been to Sulu, that was the last edition in February before the pandemic, February 2020. Yeah, so it was last. Oh no, it was 2019. So there was a bombing there in January of that year. Then we went there in February. So hello to my friends who are aside in Zamboanga. Like I have friends who are my classmates in engineering at St. Louis, and now this particular person, he went to the army, air force actually, so he's assigned in Zamboanga. I was just texting him and asking how is he. So yeah, so hello to all my AFP friends. I knew some people there because of my job before, and I have classmates who actually went into air force. So hello. And I am a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A's MBA program, or Master Builder Apprenticeship. So if you see me posting a lot now in my Facebook timeline and in my Facebook page, then you can see that it's a product of me being in this program. It's our third month now. Congratulations to us. And let's see what is going to unfold in the coming months. It's actually a 7-month program by Master Coach A. So, as a tribe builder, we help you make your unstoppable dreams come true, because I believe, yes, your unstoppable dreams may come true. And that is what is happening to me now, because someone believed in me and someone helped me and said, this can be done. So, yeah. And I believe that success um, is not held by a person alone. So we can see people who are successful like Bill Gates, because I love Bill Gates, but he has a lot of help along the way. So we see him as like he works a lot alone, but the books that he's reading, it's from the other people. And actually in a lot of his works, he he is working with others. So yeah. So how about you? What's that unstoppable dream of yours? So if you don't have that now, I'm encouraging you and I'm challenging you to go back to that dream, because if you only have one life, what are you gonna do with that one life? You only have one chance to make it great. You only have one chance to show God, to show the world that you can be good and you can be excellent in the life that you are given. And in your life, just claim your spot, and there is no competition. You don't have to compete with others. You can be competitive, but uh, you do not have to compete with others. So yeah. And this is the tribe that I am building. So actually it is, I have a community online. The name is the Delta Effects Coaching Tribe. So if you resonate with anything that I'm going to say here, or maybe you just want to join and like peep and see what I am doing, then join in. It's a private group actually. It's the name is the Delta Effects Coaching Tribe. Why did I name it the Delta Effects? So because I can see the word delta. First, let's define delta. Delta is a physics, in physics and chemistry means change, actually, or transformation. Actually, in chemistry, it's heat. So if you have a what do you call that? If you have an equation and you apply heat, it will change. Something will change, right? Something will shift. So you have to balance the equation. So what do you do? So things like that. So delta is symbolized by triangle, and it means change or transformation, as I have said. So if you want to join in my tribe, this is you, then let us have a conversation. So if you have been looking for a space where you are accepted, appreciated, and loved, then this space is for you. Wait to be celebrated, not just tolerated. Because sometimes you want to be yourself, you have ideas, but in the space where you are now, in the place you are going to, you cannot express because you're different, and like people do not understand you and you do not understand them. So yeah, come and join. If you're a person who has attended a lot of seminars looking for that piece of the puzzle you've been building for years now, you've invested a lot of money, invested a lot of time, and you haven't found it, then take the leap with me. Leap to transform. This may be your last, and I'm inviting you to take the leap. So find your missing piece in the tribe, and you will find that missing piece of the puzzle you've been wanting to have all your life. Now you can courageously and bravely take the leap to transformation because you have the support of the tribe. So if you are one person who wants to do something beautiful for the world, beautiful for your life, something great for the world to change humanity, and like people around you are like, bahala ka na lang, ikaw na lang, kasi ganito, ganyan. Ano ba yung mga pinagagawa mo, blah, 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 and they don't understand you, then come into my tribe and let's make that unstoppable dream of yours happen. Yeah, because we usually people just go into the internet, into social media, and just rant like blah blah blah. This is what they do, but what are you actually doing? Do something great for your life and for the people around you. That is my invitation. So if you're one of these people, then join my tribe, join my Facebook group. Okay. So there's the bag of Wonder Woman. Do you see that? So as you as we go along the discussion, and I want you to be active, because sometimes when you are just silent or do something, if you are not able to type your reaction on the comments down below, write it. Like take a screenshot or write it in your notebook, because yeah, if you have been praying for something, then this may be the answer. So I am encouraging you to share that nuggets, the wisdom that you get from the pictures that you see, from the conversations, from the words that I'll be reading. And like, what did you get from that? Like you had a eureka moment, an aha moment, then share it on Facebook, on Instagram, or any of your social media platform, so that you may bless a lot of people. Because I what uh, I am one person who is blessed by what other people are actually posting, and I post as well. So please put a hashtag pack my bag moment. That means you got what you came for, and you're going home, you're packing your bag, and you're saying bye-bye. But I'm encouraging you, inviting you to stay until the end. And then hashtag coaching think talk, and hashtag the delta effects. So I said the effects of transformation and or change. Okay, so let's continue, and let's talk about first identity. When I introduced myself, what is that? Is that identity or essence? I am Cherry Minas, I am blah blah blah, I am a travel bug, and all this. Okay, so let's see the definition of identity. So identity is the qualities, beliefs, personality, looks, and expressions that make a person or a group. So, what are the examples of this? So, identity is qualities like she laughs a lot, She is a joker. She jokes around. She is humorous. She is joyful. So those are qualities. Beliefs would be, um, let's say, religious beliefs. She is a Christian. She is a Muslim. Things like that. Personality. So it's a description. Personality is a personality would be, let's say, are you introvert, extrovert? So yeah. So your looks, like, are you tall, short? What's the color of your skin? Those are identity. So it's either for an individual or a group. Like for a group is, like for us, we are Igorot. Like it's a tribe in the car, or what's the meaning of car in the north. So yeah, so Cordillera Administrative Region. So yeah, we are Bicolanos if you are from that area. So that's actually an identity for a group. So one can regard the awareness and the categorizing of identity as positive or destructive. So uh, like how do you say that? So positive would be um, uh, he is good, she is good, she is funny, she is humorous. But destructive would be if you define them like bad, like he is an ex-convict. So that can be destructive depending on how you see it, or that can be destructive to the person as well. So I want to highlight this one because I'm going to define this versus essence later. A psychological identity relates to self-image, self-esteem, and individuality. So that is definition of identity. So identity is a label that they put, that they call you. Like when, imagine when you're labeling things in your kitchen, like this is paprika, this is black sesame, this is black olives, green olives. It's obvious, but you still need to put, yeah, you may still need to put labels. Those are labels. When they, what labels do they give you? So depending on who you are, what, how they see you, like how they associate you, then that is your label, and that is an identity. So identity is best construed as being relational, as I've said, relational. You're a wife, you're a husband, and contextual. It depends on context. In the context of what? So that's the definition of identity. So um, we hear sometimes people say, I wear different hats. I wear 7 hats. I'm a, like this picture. She's a wife, she's a mom, she's a math tutor. What else is she? She is also a daughter of someone, of a father and a mother. So yeah, aside from those, so those are your identities. So your identity will tell you how you are going to act. You act according to that identity. So if you're a mom, what are you going to do? If you're a wife, if you're a husband, if that's your identity, you act accordingly, right? So others wouldn't act accordingly, but mostly that's how we see it. So if you're a mom, you should do this, right? And we have, like, we have a written, uh, it's not really written. I mean, it's not, it's like we just think that it's like this. We just define it. It's not always in paper. Like how do you define a mom in a Filipino context? If you're a mom, what are your characteristics? What do you do? What are your personality? What are your beliefs as a mom? What are your qualities? Right? So we have that belief, we have that thinking. We it's there in our head, and that's how we deal with people. If you're a mom, how do I deal with you? If I'm a mom, how do I act? And that is given by the society we are living in, usually. Okay, so according to this woman, these are some of my hats. So these are some of her identity. So how are you getting this so far? So these are some identity statements. Tell me if what connects with you, and which one do you believe, and which one do you say, eh. I don't believe in that. So first, identity is how other people view me. Mhm. So my identity is how I see myself. Okay? So identity is permanent. You are born with it. Is it? Identity is just about what I look like. Physical. So what unites me with other people is more important than what makes me different. Mm. I'd give up parts of my identity in order to get a job. Okay? So it's like you can give up your identity. That's what it's saying. Identity is only an issue to me when I feel it's under threat. Okay? So it's affected by an outside force. Identity is just a way of labeling people, as we said a while ago. It's a label. Characteristics and beliefs I don't have are important to my identity because you can classify yourself and say, I'm not that. This is me. So that's identity. Individual identity isn't as important as belonging to a group. So, how is your identity when you need to join a group? Or how is your individual identity when you are with your family, when you are with your classmates? Okay, so depending on who I'm with, I have different identities. Okay, so yeah, it is my right to choose whatever identity I want for myself. It you can actually choose your identity according to this. So um, what do you feel, or I mean, what is running in your mind now? Like for you, what is identity? So I feel good when I identify with a particular group. Like we are the I want to use that one. So we are the graduates from this school. Like, oh, I let's say for me, I'm Luisian. Some are Adamsonian. You, graduates of UP, the UP Maroons, or um, Lasallian, or the Green Archers, whatever. So how do you call the people from Ateneo? Ateneo, I don't know. So Blue Eagles, right? So yeah, and yeah. So do you feel that? Do you feel good when you identify with a particular group? And what does that say about your identity? Because I do feel that as well. Like I um I am with my tribe, the Coach 8 coaching community, and I feel good because I know that what I am getting there is high class. There is no place I've been to where I get that kind of massive value. That's why I'm proud to be in that community. So how about you? But what does that say about your identity? I'm not saying this is wrong or right, but you have to know that this is what identity is. Okay, identity is about belonging to a certain group. Okay, to belong to some groups, I have to hide parts of my identity. Ooh. Okay, I remember in high school. So to be with the mean girls, you have to hide part of your identity that you're good. So do you have any example? That's like a very lame example of mine. So yeah, next, emphasizing group identity causes conflict. Ew, okay, so I see that in some parts. So we are these people, we are this group. So it causes conflict. So yeah, if you identify that you are from the NPA, then it may cause conflict to people in the military. So, and vice versa, if you identify yourself from the military, then maybe it can cause conflicts to people in the NPA. So, yeah, that's how I see it. Okay, or how we see it, and those are identity statements. So, how else can we see identity? These are your identity cards. So, the way I introduced a while back is identity. So age, generation. So what generation do you belong? We are the millennial. We are the millennial generation. So age, I'm 32. So say leisure and hobbies. I love sports like badminton, What else do I love? I love dancing, but don't teach me steps. I have my own steps. Okay, leisure. So I want to go to the beach. So things like that. So gender, are you female, male, unidentified? I don't know. Sexual orientation. So what's the difference between sexual orientation and gender? I think sexual orientation is you have the choice here, right? So ethnic group. So for me, my ethnic group is Igorot. So yeah, language. Our national language is Filipino, but we have a lot of dialects. So those are identity, right? So sometimes if you are filling out forms, they ask you this: what language do you know? So we are identified because of the language that you use. Yeah, and then what do you call the person that knows a lot of language, like fluent, like Jose Rizal. So there's a label that you give that person. So religion, so they believe in Christ, you're Christian. They believe in Allah, you're a Muslim. They believe in Buddha, you're a Buddhist. What else? You're a Hindu, whatever. So location. So I live in the Philippines. I was born in the Philippines. I'm a natural Filipino. Therefore, I'm a Filipino. I'm from the Philippines. Okay. So ability and disability. What can you do? What can't you do? So things like that. So these are your identity cards. These are identities. So let's contrast that to essence. So according to this definition, the base essence is the basic meaning or importance of something. It's the basic. So it's the intrinsic nature or indispensable quality of something, especially something abstract that determines its character. So this is where I want to come in from. Being a life coach, I want or we want you to find your essence and align your identity to your essence. And that this is what I'm bringing to you. I'm serving you with this afternoon as a life coach. So this is what is said in Genesis 1:27. God created man in his own image. And I would add to that, and likeness. So that to me is my essence as a child of God. That is that I believe is my essence as a person. Okay, so let's seek more and let's actually uh, discover more about the word essence, about essence. So essence is sometimes a question in beauty pageant, like what's the essence of life? What's your essence as a woman? What's your essence as a person? So have you answered those questions in your life? And how did you feel about your essence and how you identify yourself, how you label yourself? Is that your essence? So I emphasized this a while back when we were actually defining identity. So identity is a psychological is or a psychological identity relates to self-image, self-esteem, and individuality. How does that look like? So let's say if you have a title, uh, like if you are a doctor, then that brings up your self-esteem because people look up to you and you are a doctor and you carry that label. You carry that label that okay, I'm a doctor. I'm a VIP here. So things like that. So it's a self-image. Like they look at you differently because you are a doctor. So yeah. How about essence? Essence lacks so this is my definition. Essence, your essence lacks in your self-image, self-esteem, and your individuality. So if you accepted your essence, if you know your essence, then your self-image and your self-esteem and your individuality does not fluctuate if you know your essence because you always go back to your original design. Like your self image, it doesn't affect you if you have a label. Like the label is your identity. The label doesn't affect you because you know, in essence, that even if you don't have that label, you have something to contribute to the world. Maybe you're not a doctor, you don't have a title of a doctor, that's your identity, but you can actually help people. Let's say you're a life coach and you can help people in their other health, like mental health. So that is your essence. Your essence is that you are actually, your design is actually to help people. You just find it in yourself, it's natural to you, it's your fundamental and basic nature to help. And I believe that all people have that we have a natural and fundamental characteristics of helping others, of loving others, of appreciating others. So that is our essence. That is our design. God designed us to be loving, to be caring, and to be helping other people. And that is not defined by our identity. That is why I said that your self image and self esteem is not fluctuating just because of your essence. Because you know your essence, that's why you are holding your self image. So, this is how I see myself. You can actually grow that, you can actually better that towards your identity. But first, you see that this is my essence. I make mistakes, but that is me. That is me. I accept that, and now I accept it. I want to become better. And that's how you work on your self image and your self esteem. It's not you, if you know your essence, if you hold on to that essence, you don't have to feel down or you don't have to destroy that self image of yours because you have accepted it and you know that you can work better to become a better person, to pursue your greatness. So finding your true essence in your identity. The goal for me, the goal in you knowing, because you know you have an identity. Like I am a child of my parents. My parents are rich. My parents are middle class. My parents are teachers. So I am a child of teachers. So that is your identity. But that is not your essence. What is your essence? Your essence is you want to love people, you want to help people, you want to teach people. So that is your essence. And our goal here is you finding your essence and acknowledging your essence and then working so that your identity is aligned to your essence. So essence first. But then you can actually come in bringing your identity that, oh, I am this one, I am that one. But if you know who you are, if you, from that identity, you will know, you will work to getting your essence, to knowing your essence. Because even if you say that, I am not a good person, I am this and that, I did wrong in the past, I I hate my guts. So somebody's calling me. Who is that? So yeah, I cannot see it, but just leave it there. So yeah, how are you? Because again, our aim here is to look at the essence. What is the essence? That what is your essence? Okay, so who is calling me? I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't appear here, but yeah, let's enjoy the space. So it's live. Sometimes things like this happen. So you know that, right? So yeah, let's have fun about it. So yeah, how are you finding this? How about you? Do you know your essence? Because I would be sharing with you later what my essence is. Because at first, like you, I came into life coaching with my identity. Like I am this. I am always angry. I hate people who are like this. And I do not like people who are always late. That is my identity. That's how I am relating to the world. But my essence is I have these talents. I have accepted who I am. My design is I am a child of God and I am made for greatness. And now I found my essence, and now From my essence, I work through my identity. So I believe that I am made for greatness. So what do I do with my identity? So my identity should be I work with with my full capacity. I give my best in everything that I do. So my essence is I am made for greatness. So my identity is going to that. Like your identity is your outward, like how people see you, how you look at yourself, how you define yourself. Because your essence is abstract. It's abstract that you cannot actually you can say that you are made for greatness. I am the son. I am the daughter of God. But how do you explain that? Like how's the feeling of having that essence? But the feeling is, if you would ask me, is peace. That okay, I have this, I am this. I know that I am capable because I am a child of God. Then I know that I am capable. I am made for greatness. Then I align my identity. What I do from my essence becomes my identity. So I hope you're getting it. So yeah, your identity is anchored in based from your essence. So or should be. Your identity should be anchored in based from your essence. So as again, maybe you're coming in with your identity. Like, okay, this is me. I'm a doctor. I'm an engineer. I don't like that smell. Those are your identity. But then what is your essence? I made mistakes in the past. So that's how you define yourself. That's your identity. You come in with that identity. But in life coaching, we can find your essence. And when you accept that essence, when you know and you feel that essence, that you have that essence, then you can work from that and mold your identity with that essence of yours. So yeah. So again, let's define essence according to Michael Huaj. I actually searched about how to pronounce his name, but I think it's not that way. But yeah, you can read his name here. So according to Michael Huaj, and this is in the context of dramas, of movies, of series like the journey of the hero. So look at this one. So identity is the false self we present to the world to protect us from the fear that grows from a belief created by an emotional wound. That's how he sees it. In order for the character to achieve their goal, they must face this fear. The way for the character to do this is to live in their truth, and that truth is their essence. So yeah. So look at uh, the movies or maybe the series that you have actually watched, and I see it in a lot of those and a lot of movies and a lot of series. They come in with their false presentation of themselves. So they say that this is my identity, but how are they going to combat and how are they going to become a hero in the end is to actually live their truth, their true essence. So Michael said, and he describes this character journey as moving from what is safe. According to Michael, your identity is what is safe. So, okay, I'm a doctor and this is what I do. That is safe. And to your destiny, your essence, right? So, I love this one. It makes me smile because I love quest, adventure, and that odyssey that you are in pursuit of something. And in that journey, you are going to be meeting yourself. Coach Rizal said, when I meet you. In that journey, you are going to be meeting yourself. So, sorry. Oh. So Michael said, a character can be safe and unfulfilled. So we have a lot of that in the world. Or can attempt to fulfill their destiny and be scared shitless. The character arc is the journey between living fully in their identity and living fully in their essence. And a lot of hero character is like this, right? From the Marvel heroes and the DC heroes, like the journey of Wolverine. Like uh, characters like them. They actually came there with a false identity, with a false representation of who they are, and then they have to go through something, and then there they meet their true self, their true essence, and they need to live that so that they come out in the end victorious. They become a hero. So my question to you is, are you a hero, or do you want to become a hero? So this is a continuation. He said the notion of identity versus essence applies to real life. So he said that given the choice, most people choose to live in their identity. We live safe, right? We don't want to challenge our parents, challenge the society, and even challenge ourselves, rather than live in their essence, because they choose safety, which we call comfort zone, over potential happiness. Yeah, because if you have a dream, then you have potential happiness. It's not yet there. You have a potential to be happy. You have a potential of having that, of leveling up yourself. But you are not yet there, because you have to go through the journey. And a lot of people just want to stay in their comfort zone, because this is what is familiar. So they won't get out, and they won't live out from that comfort zone. They just stay there. And then they die with their dreams. So according to one person, the richest place on earth is the cemetery, because a lot of people died with their carrying their dreams with them without doing anything about that dream. Okay. So yeah, he challenges us to actually apply this to our own life and ask this question or fill this blank. I'll do whatever it takes to achieve my goal. Just don't ask me to blank, because that's just not me. Okay, and the continuation of this activity is, what is that in your blank? What is that fear? What is that hindrance that you have, that you don't want to actually challenge yourself, that you don't want to go through? And you just said that because that's not just me, because this is just your identity. But if you surpass that blank, that fear, then you'll find your essence. You'll live your essence, and your essence will bring about that identity that you should have. That is why I'm not saying that if you find your essence, uh, you erase your identity. No, from your essence, you work so that you'll have that identity. But first, you must have that essence. So again, answer this. I'll do whatever it takes to achieve my goal. Matapang muna. Just don't ask me to blank. So that is your fear. You close up. You climb up, because that's just not me. This is your reasoning. Okay, so I'm excited for that. Share it in the comments below if you want to. But if you want to have a conversation with me, and you want to talk about this, then feel free to send me a message. So that's your essence. Okay, so questions that we actually ask, because when we ask people, who are you, people will say, oh, okay, I'm daughter of this person, I'm a teacher, I'm an engineer, I am a tutor, I'm a student. So those are your identity. But if you want to know the essence, who are you really? Like, the difference is, who are you really? Next, what do you love? People will say, I love this food, I love this actor, I love doing this, blah, blah, blah. But what do you really love? Not according to what people say that you should love, not according to what your parents said that should love. What do you want to do? What you want to do is, okay, people are making a lot of money in this area, so maybe I want to do IT, I want to do this and that. But my question is, what do you really want to do? What is your essence? And then this question, ask this question to yourself. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I really? Who am I really? Like, ugh, who am I really? Try answering these questions and tell me how you feel, how you felt answering this question. So I'll share with, so according to Aristotle, what is the essence of life? To serve others and to do good. And that is, and I actually believe in that, what this philosopher said, that the essence of life, that the essence of us being alive is to serve others and to do good. But first, you have to find your essence, who you are. Actually, if you read the Bible, then you'll find out that that is your essence. For all this time, what Jesus is telling you, what God has been telling you in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, it is all about you. It is all about your essence, that this is you. Like, even if you sin, then you can be forgiven. Go back to the Lord, ask for his forgiveness, and you can be forgiven, because that is your essence. You did something wrong, but you can be forgiven because you're a child of God, and that is your essence as a person. So yeah, that is my belief. How about you? What do you believe? So this I believe is my essence as a person. I have some more, but this is what I can share to you now. I am a child of God, and that I am a child of God, that no matter my sins, I am still redeemable. So this I got from Coach Marife. That's why there is Resurrection Sunday. That's why there's Easter Sunday. That Jesus died for us, because He's showing us that with all the sins, with all of our sins, the sins of our ancestors, of our grandparents and our parents passed down to us, we can be redeemed. We are important. We are important, that God, John 3:16, that God so loved the world that He gave His only Son to die for us in the cross. Because yeah, that is our essence. So I am a good person by design. I always have that good thing in me. So as I don't know about this, but in my reading, if you are like there's an illness that you don't feel I mean you don't feel sorry about the things that you do, then yeah, that's different. But if you're like a normal person like me, you don't have that kind of mental illness. I forgot the term, but there's that mental illness that, you know, you don't care, just don't care about people. You don't have love and all that good emotion. But I believe that you and me, we are a good person by the Son. That's why we are made in the likeness and image of God. So I commit mistakes. Yeah, part of me being human, that's my essence. I commit mistakes. And the sooner that you accept that you commit mistake and own that, and the sooner that you decide that I'm going to be better because I did something wrong, I'll do something better, then life will be beautiful. So I pursue greatness. I love this one, because I know and I believe that this is one of my essence. I fall, but I stand, I dust off myself, I stand up, I dust off myself, and continue to walk, continue to run. I constantly commit my life to God. There's no other God. There are times that I mess up, but I pick up myself and start again. I use my painful past for for me to jump off to greatness. It's like my springboard to greatness. So yeah, I have accepted that. I know how to love, and I can love. I can decide to do something to show my love, and I can forgive. Those are my essence as a person. How about you? What is your essence as a person? Share with me what you think about your essence. Do you know your essence as a person? Even if you say that I don't believe that I'm good, your essence will still hold true as long as you are born to this world. you are not an alien to this world, then you are worthy to be saved. Then you are worthy of God's love. Whatever you say, whatever whatever painful things that happen in your childhood, happen in your past, you are still a child of God. And that is my belief. So yeah, this is my sharing about identity and essence. So how are you looking at this, and how are you seeing yourself? Like, have you found your essence? Have you accepted your essence actually in working from your essence to your identity? Or are you still holding to that identity and actually moving around the world holding that identity and like leaving your essence in the closet? So, how are you living your life right now? And how is it? Because I'm going to share with you my experience. When I was holding on to my identity, I'm like lost. And like that, there's no joy. Like there's a short happiness and I'm done. But something is always lacking because I haven't accepted my essence, because your essence will not is not gone. You are not just acknowledging it and you are not just seeing it. Your essence is still there. It's in your body, it's in your spirit, it's in your soul. But the question is, are you acknowledging your essence, or are you seeing the world and the living your life with that identity that was given to you by the outside force, by an outside, by the other people, by the society? So yeah, my challenge to you is to ask yourself this: have I accepted? Have I seen? Have I acknowledged my real essence? My real essence as a person. Okay, so that is my sharing with you this afternoon. It's very short, but I don't know how long it took me. Ah, it took me so long. So yeah, so from this talk, let's have a conversation. Message me at my Facebook account, Cherry Minas, my Facebook page, Coach Share. If you resonated with anything that I said, you may want to join my Facebook group, the Delta FX Coaching Tribe, and send me a text, a message, 309-497-325568. And again, that is my logo. So it could change in the future. But yeah, as of now, that is uh, that is it. So how did you find the talk this afternoon? Okay. So if you have any question, if you want us to talk, then screenshot this page, and I'm happy to be welcoming you into the group, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you. So yeah, as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. Do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Rizel for coaching for purposeful living at 4 p.m. I would also like to invite you to Master Coach Ace Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes 21-day web-based learning, 3-day live coaching boot camp with Master Coach A, and 3-day live business boot camp with senior coaching team. The program also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizel, 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. I really urge you, if you are looking into this profession, if you want to be certified as a life coach, then check this out. Check this program out. I haven't seen anything like this. So massive, massive value. So once again, this is Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bum, boom. Bye bye.